Black light this actually looks cool.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. Good evening. Honestly, don't know how long I'm going to be live today. As this day has gone on and on and on, my throat is hurting worse and worse and worse, and I'm seriously hoping that I don't have what the second one had. So, not sure how long I'm going to be here, but I do have my smoothie and it is helping.
Yes, it is.
But we are going to get to everything that I said that we would. So here we go. Now, starting tomorrow, we will be back at 7. So, all right. Planning. Pick your project. What project is it? I don't care if it's decluttering. I don't care what it is. You've got a couple steps that you need to do when it comes to planning. Number 1, you need to figure out what your goal is. What is your end vision with this? So you need to know that, because if you don't know that, then you don't know if you're working towards or against that vision. So you got to figure out what your end vision is. Then how are we going to get there? Are we going, what is it going to take? Is it going to take remodeling? Is it going to take investigation? Is it going to take phone calls? What will it take? If it's just going to take some hard work, well, good. We don't need to get anything for that, do we? All we got to do is just do it. So once we know all that, oh, yes, we are talking about planning and goals. More evening, Sheena. So, oh my goodness. Woo! Woo! Let's get this piece of hair up and with this, okay? Settle down. Okay. I see that. Okay. So I know, right?
That's kind of nice.
You need to know what your end vision is. Otherwise, you don't know how you're getting there. So we start there. Then we figure out what we're going to need to do it. Now we're going to have it broken down into those steps. And then you work through them. But the key is to only do one of these things each day. That's it. That's all you want to do. One thing each day. Done. By the way, Sheena, how is that project going? Did you only work out for it for 15 minutes? Is that the project that I'm talking about? All right, cool. What, does he have one too? Do they both have one? Cool. No, I'm not pulling that. No, because if that breaks, then we're going to have peanuts all over the floor. Oh, Jesus. All right. So there's project and procrastination. Those are like two ends of the spectrum there. I think I'm going to close this. So Mother Nature decided that she was going to make it 80 degrees today when it was 50 degrees yesterday. So we have the air on because it was 90 in here. Okay, maybe not that hot, but pretty close to that hot. So I actually have stuff I need to do, but I'm not doing it with the air on because I will not turn the oven on with the air on. Because I want to make some cheesy ranch chutneys. We actually picked up all this stuff. So, all right. It was projects, procrastination. Okay. The biggest thing with procrastination can also come from the fact that we are exhausted and you just don't want to do anything. And that is also where breaking stuff down and making it small and using that timer and setting that timer helps because, hi, Michelle. Then you know exactly what you're going to get done and how long it's going to take. So usually we can then motivate ourselves to do it. Now, procrastination due to illness. Never thought about that. Good evening, Pamela.
So what I'm doing right now.
Jacek has a pulley system set up. And he's playing with the peanuts for the Chex Mix. I never thought about doing it. I'm going to research that. I don't want to set it outside because it looks like it's going to open up at any moment. So my list is pretty checked off for today. I'm actually pretty happy. Yeah. Pretty cool. I got a lot accomplished today without even realizing it. That's why I love those things. Okay. Now, procrastination and stuff due to illness is a totally separate subject because the last thing I want you to do is go against what your doctor says. Okay? If the doctor says you need to take it easy, then you need to take it easy, no matter how bad. And it never fails. And someone on here can vouch for this, that the minute you can't do something is the minute you want to do it. So the minute you're told you can't get out of bed, you can't walk around, you can't do this, is the minute you want to get up and go clean and do those things that you have been putting off for eons because you can't do it. It's the same theory as, right? It's the same theory as, hey, here's this post. I want you to read it, but don't read the comments. First place most people go is the comments because you just told me not to read them. So I want to see why you don't want me to read them. If you tell somebody don't do something, look at all the movies,
It's
right?
One thing too.
All the action adventure, yes, all the action adventure movies. They're up there precariously high, and what does the hero always say? Now don't look down. And what does the person do 9 times out of 10? Look down. So it's the same thing. So what? All right, we gotta get the pulley back up. Hold on.
This is the problem. This came off.
Well, don't be so rough with it. So don't go against your doctor. If your doctor says don't be running around, don't be running around. Okay. Work 15 minutes tops. No more than that. That's right. No more than that. Because our brains function. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. Oregano gargle is not working this time. Okay. Okay, well, now you're going to have to wait because I keep forgetting where I'm actually at. You can work on picking up all of your stuff down there. I looked down there, right? Because the living room was going to be my room rescue again for tonight. And everything down there is his. So
I'm not going to touch it.
I don't know if I'm actually going to do the room rescue in that room tonight. All right. So our brains, and I read a study about it, and if I can find the study, I will link it again. To where our brains only focus for 11 minutes. After 11 minutes, we're squirrel. Sometimes we can focus longer if it's something we really love, but then we're kind of going down the rabbit hole sometimes. But generally on things, our brains can only focus for 11 minutes, and then we're going squirrel. So 15 is already pushing it. I would honestly say stop at 11. But 11 is an oddball number, so I will leave that up to you. Any project, any decluttering, any cleaning, anything like that. Right. Does that say normies? As in normal people? That I don't like that word because nobody's normal. You know, we don't want to push ourselves to the point of exhaustion. That's the last thing I want you guys to do. That's what I figured you meant. You know, health always plays a factor. And I know people get sick and tired of hearing it, but it's true. Because the last thing I want anybody to do is push themselves to where they get sicker. That's not what I'm about here. Okay? And I've learned that the hard way. To where I pushed and I pushed and I pushed and I worked through it and I worked through it and I worked through it. And then I ended up in the hospital. Body said, no, we're done. I don't care what you think you're going to do. We're done. Everybody's body has a breaking point. Hopefully you never find yours because it's not fun. So,
Mom,
what?
there's a squirrel in the living room.
Squirrel!
There's a squirrel in the kitchen.
Another reason why I also like to keep the videos shorter is due to that 11-minute squirrel. So, I'm going to start doing that now. At 11 minutes, I'm going to go squirrel. Okay, sorry. My throat doesn't feel good at all. And so when I'm in pain, I get a little loopy. But, hi, Brooke. We're talking about keeping. Oh, good evening, Belinda. You're not late. We're just kind of getting rolling in. We just hit the squirrel point, so we're good. You'll have to watch the beginning to see what I'm talking about. Wow, 6 people. You guys make me feel loved.
Can we get 10,000 likes?
Yes, thank you. It was pointed out to me today that I don't promote myself enough. So if anything you guys find in these videos are helpful, please like and share them. Yes, we are. Please like and share them. So that way I can gain some viewers and everything like that. So I'm not very good at promoting myself.
And also,
Thank you, Belinda.
how many subscribers do you have?
I've only got like 34 right now, but that's because I redid the channel and I'm really one for quality, not quantity, but I need quantity to get paid so I can keep doing that. But I don't care is get them to subscribe. It doesn't have to hit the notifications. Just get them to subscribe. Thank you, Sheena. Sheena. Thank you so very much for your donation. I really, really appreciate it. That was just absolutely sweet of you. And I cannot thank you enough.
How many more until 10,000?
Until 1,000? Like 963.
Yes. When Mom hits 1,000 subscribers, YouTube pays her.
You have, Sheena. Oh my, can I talk about you? Let me know if I can talk about you. I don't want to share part of your story.
We got 1 like already.
I know. Okay.
I gotta say something.
Okay, say something real quick.
How many more minutes into the squirrel?
Go ahead, no share, or do you mean go ahead and share? When I met Sheena, okay, It was what? It's got to be like 2 years ago now. You just shared that thing, or 3 years. 3 years. Sheena, and I love Sheena dearly. Sheena had a hard time finding her keys in the morning. I'm honestly, would you say that's about accurate? Squirrel. You're not seeing Sheena's comments? I don't understand why. Okay, well, Sheena told me I could share, and she then told me 3. Sheena had a very hard time focusing. That is like gonna be the new thing here, isn't it? Couple weeks ago, Sheena messaged me and said, "Hey, can we have a session?" And I said, "Sure." She's like, "I need to plan a birthday party for tomorrow." Squirrel. And that woman pulled it off because she had already implemented so many things in her life that she was able, I know that's how you roll. She was able to pull it off and get it done well. Brooke says, Michelle, you may have blocked her by accident. Can you see Brooke's comments? So Sheena has made huge strides. Good for you, Pamela. That's very, very hard. I've never had a husband pass, and I am not going to equate me getting divorced from a not a very nice person to that. But I'm trying to talk, honey. I know you like being a part of it, and you can. So I'm not trying to equate it to that at all. But I didn't know how to pay the bills. I walked into the grocery store and literally broke down crying because it was my choice what I wanted to make for food. And I hadn't made a decision. Yeah, I bet. I hadn't made a decision in 13 years. So like I said, I'm not trying to equate it to losing a spouse like that, because that's very, very different. But when you lose somebody either by choice, and it wasn't really my choice, but by choice or not, it takes a while to find yourself again. So it's hard. It's very, very hard. It took me a long time to find myself after I lost my child. That took a very, very long time, and March is still not a good month for me. But okay, so totally we went squirrel on all of that here, and we still got 4 more minutes until the squirrel shows up.
Really?
Okay, so we talked a little bit about procrastination, but breaking stuff down, projects become easier to handle, and then you can tackle them. Yes, I lost a child. And he was alive for a little while, and then he wasn't. So we had.
And he still lives today.
He does still live today.
In our house.
He likes to play with our washer and our dryer, and likes to turn things on and turn things off. And Jensen is still very, very, very much with us. That is actually his actual footprints from when he died. The tattoo artist put them on me from his birth certificate. So, and that tattoo is for him. That speaking of turning things on and off, is the air conditioner still on? Because it's getting hot.
Yes, it is. It is true.
Oh, thank you guys. Some days are better than others. I've actually heard Jasek having an hour-long conversation with him, laughing and talking and joking. So I know just that Jensen is very much so here. Do.
Oh, you still ask me. When you don't watch me, I get wrapped up.
Okay. Making sure everybody's finding us. Yeah, they would have been Irish twins. They would have been less than a year apart. So they were close enough. Gisek was born in July, and Jensen was born in March, but he should have been born. He should have been born in July as well. July, August. So they were Irish twins, very much so, less than a year apart. So some days are better than others. That's why usually around March you will find my videos get shorter, especially towards the end. But this year, the balloons we got from the dollar store for his birthday, they're still floating. That's like awesome. Because his birthday would have been March 29th. So, all right. Enough sad stuff. Let's talk. Yes, I agree, because I think he would have been an amazing older brother. And, you know, he has an older brother, but Dallas is
We got 6 people.
Dallas is going to be 22 this year, so they are way you know, he's going to be 9. Dallas is going to be 22. So, but also then, if we would have had Jensen, we wouldn't be living in our own home. So,
Why?
No, Gisek turns 9 July 29th. That is his birthday. Well, because your room isn't big enough for you and Jensen to share. It's barely big enough for you. Okay. All right. We talked about planning. We talked about procrastination.
Squirrel!
Really? That's awesome. Yep, squirrel! 22. Okay. That's really cool. All right. Let's run through this stuff before my throat hurts too much that I can't talk. And then that way we can get going on our 5 minutes worth of paper and our 5-minute room rescue and our 2-minute hotspot drill. So, and is there any other things that people need help on tonight when it comes to routines and stuff like that? So put that into chat. All right. So daily focus today was meal planning. Did you do it? Or do you do it on a different day? Did you balance your checkbook if you've made your grocery list to make sure you have enough money to buy said groceries? Because that is really kind of important. Did you clean out your refrigerator? Did you go through your pantry to make sure that you're ready to go grocery shopping? Biggest thing, if I can impart one huge piece of advice, 2 huge pieces of advice to you guys. Make sure you clean out your refrigerator before you go grocery shopping. And number 2,
My space.
put on the top of your grocery list, however you have it, if you got it on your phone, if you got it here, make sure you go with a list. Okay, 3 things, because now make sure you take a list. Do not buy what's not on my list. Okay? That's huge. So do that. Yes. Well, this is going to be interesting, isn't it? Tomorrow is errand day. So by going through and checking your supplies and everything else in the house, you now know where you need to go for errand day. So also with errand day tomorrow, do not forget, get gas, check the tires, oil, window washer fluid, stuff like that. Keep your car healthy. Get an oil change if you need it. All right. So there we go. we're ready and set up for Thursday. So here we go. Did you and your children get up, get dressed to shoes, hair, and face today? We actually did. He's actually in clothes. That is 2 thumbs up. Did you eat all your meals, drink all your water, take all your meds? Final meal. And the taco pasta was really, really good, and I forgot to take a picture. I have got to get better, right? Or a muffler. Michelle says that because as I'm on the call with her today. Oh, wait, did you want people to know that I talked to you? Juan calls and tells me that the muffler fell off the truck. Luckily, right from the catalytic converter back. As he pulled into the parking lot at work. Then he calls back again while I'm still on the call to tell me that Mike is now going to weld it back on, or try to. So we're going to see what happens. Yeah, it's been one of those days.
Hello, help.
Just give me the pieces and I'll put it on later.
Come on. Okay.
All right. And did you get... That's okay. I don't care. Just a sec.
Sorry.
Do you have your stuff picked up?
No.
I didn't think so.
But I'm waiting for you to pick it up.
I am not picking it up. That your stuff, you pick it up. I told you the other day. If I have to pick up your stuff, I pick it up and put it in the trash. So, how much stuff down there do you want to see in the trash? All right. 15 minutes. Good. I figured out what that meant. Did you get your 15 minutes of loving movement in? And did your kids get their Play 60 in? Now, if they've got gym or PE at school, you're good. Otherwise, they need to do it. Okay. That most certainly does count. Guys, cleaning your home is exercise. Okay? Literally, when I started Fly Lady, I lost like 10 pounds in the first month just by doing the routines and doing the games and stuff like that. There's still time for a pajama walk. Oh, before I forget, Sheena, you were talking yesterday. Hold on. Let me mark my space. No, you know what? I'll get to it in a second. Have you pampered yourself today? Did you do it first? Or because you're exercising? Are you going to do it later? I will be watching Scorpion later, but I did do my nails after I got off the live this morning. Okay. Get ready for bed. Figure out about how long it takes for your kids to get. Hi, Brandy. So good to have you.
8 people that's my age.
Yes, it is. Figure out about how long it takes your kids to get ready for bed. And I'm including goofing around here. If it takes them 45 minutes to get ready, yay, good for you, Sheena. If they're goofing around and everything else and it takes them 45 minutes, then 45 minutes it is. Good for you, Belinda. So figure out what time you want your kids in bed. Then you are becoming very violent tonight. I do not like that. Sorry. Okay. Figure out what time you want them in bed and then set a timer. Set an alarm so that way it goes off. My watch goes off every night at at 8 p.m. 8 p.m., he needs to go brush his teeth, wash his face, all that stuff. TV goes off. So it will be going off in an hour. There's only an hour of TV left. Maybe that can help you make sure your kids get into bed at a decent time. Set an alarm for what time they need to start and then what time they need to be in bed. Period. End of story. They can drop whatever they're doing, but they got to go to bed. Because okay, that will help. It will also help you become that wonderful word that is like, you know what? That's going to be our theme. That's going to be our theme for next month. It's going to be the word of the month. Consistent. Hold on. Ding, ding, ding. We are going to be consistent with doing, try to find consistency in everything that you do because it will help you. If you are consistent with getting up and getting dressed to shoes Sunday through Saturday, they don't have to be work clothes on the weekends. It can be sweats. Don't care. Still go through the process of getting up and getting dressed to shoes. There are days on Saturday where it's a pajama day, but I'm in clean pajamas. I didn't sleep in those pajamas. So I don't care what it is, but get up, get dressed to shoes every day. Find consistency in things. Don't try to be consistent in everything. What? It hurt my feelings to watch you sitting there whipping things. Yes. When he's doing things and I'll tell him, okay, you got 15 minutes until you got to go to bed. Well, then all of a sudden those 15 minutes are up and he doesn't realize it. So I'll set a timer for 10 minutes and then he knows that the time is almost up when that timer goes off. We get a lot of uses out of timers in this house. So, but I have different timers for different things. So set a timer to help your kids be consistent in getting into bed. Now on the weekends, if you choose, let them stay up later, but don't let them be up any later than an hour after what their normal bedtime normally is. I got that from his doctor. And he's right, because otherwise it's so hard to get them back into it come the next day. Okay, so that was my idea. Make sure, wash your face, brush your teeth, floss, mouthwash, whole shedang-ding, you and the kids. And then, of course, go to bed at a decent hour. That means 8 hours. They do, but the kid has to actually look at it for him to matter. Jacek has had a couple, and he'll lose them, or he'll be so absorbed in his Minecraft just sitting there that he won't be looking at the time, which is why I use ones that probably half the neighborhood can hear. But they work. All right. Cleaning. All right. Weekly home blessing. 8 minutes. Did you get it done today? Make your bed. Did you make your bed today? Once again, if it's not made, weekly home blessing isn't done, there are 8 minutes. Go do it while we talk. Squirrel! Go do it while we talk. I'll stop. Sorry. Did you swish and... Good for you, Pamela. Did you swish and swipe today? Did you get your laundry... Sorry, my wrist is vibrating. Good for you, Sheena. Ooh, Michelle, I love that. Michelle just put up the link, which you can't see right there, for that kind of visual timer. He may watch. Look at that. That's awesome. Okay. Swish and swipe done. Laundry. Where is that at? I need to fold and put away and dry. Okay. Hot spot. 2 minutes. You know what? Let's set the timer. Let me find what hot spot I want to do.
Kitchen.
Trying to figure out what hotspot to do. Because my normal hotspot isn't a hotspot right now.
Kitchen.
No, kitchen's a room rescue. All right. And my timer is set to 5 minutes, so I'm just going to do this.
Hello.
Also, if you have not yet, make sure you go back to, oh my goodness, I don't even remember what day. Oh, that's right, I'm charging. Go back to, I want to say Monday evening, and there's a link in there to friend me on YouTube. So that way we can talk and hang out and everything and chat. So you don't have to have Messenger and stuff like that. You can, right, squirrel? Oh. What? No, I'm just doing the table. All right, 2 minutes on a hot spot. Here we go. So speaking of hot spots, did we get the other two done today? Are you done with this, or you're still drinking it? Incredible success of the original Crosswave, which received glowing reviews and stellar ratings. Bissell designed the Crosswave Pet Pro with features specifically engineered for households with pets. Like
Squirrel. Put it in the chat 100 times. Squirrel.
Okay, so Zach, the whole purpose of that bug out bag is to make sure that it's there when we need it. You can't do it if the stuff is all over the place. Just add hot water and solution to the clean water tank. Set the Smart Clean fingertip controls. Okay, you know what? This is what we're going to do. The handy strainer makes it easy to remove pet hair from the tank before you dump it. And you'll never have to put dirty water on your floors again. I absolutely love that. What kind of info? Where are your glasses? Dirty water. Every inch of my floor is they in here? Clean water. Is this Dad's car? It's also easy to clean and freshen your area rugs. Save time and achieve that incredible feeling of satisfaction you get from a clean, fresh-smelling home with the Bissell Crosswave Pet Pro. Order this complete cleaning system today, and you'll get an additional multi-surface pet brush roll with an 8-ounce bottle of our multi-surface pet plus Febreze freshness formula, and you'll get the rinse and clean-up tray. After you finish cleaning your floors, just fill the tray with water, turn on the Crosswave Pet Pro, and the brush roll cleans itself. But that's not all. With this special offer direct from Bissell, you'll get these additional free gifts to enhance the performance of your Crosswave. What is that for? You'll receive the multi-surface brush roll for everyday cleaning needs, and the wood floor brush roll and formula to help keep natural floors looking new. Plus the area rug brush roll and formula that is specially to gently clean and freshen your area rugs. Okay. A replacement filter to help keep your Crosswave running at maximum power. These specialty cleaning products are worth over $50, but today they're yours free. So call them. You'll get the Bissell Hotspot done. This complete selection of specialty brush rolls and formulas, the rinse and clean out tray, and free gifts, all for just 6 payments of $53.33, and for a limited time, free shipping. Hi, I'm that would be a great idea, Sheena. And Michelle, if you want to wear a string bikini and you feel comfortable in it, you go, girl. Personally, they're not for me. While I am that confident in my body and I love the way my body looks, I might wear it for one, but that would be about it. And that's way more information than you guys needed to know. All right. Oh, guess what? 5-minute room rescue. What room should we do?
12.
Kitchen, I still need to shine the sink. So, see, and that's why I keep doing the lives. Instead of doing pre-recorded videos. With some things, pre-recorded videos are wonderful. But with this day-to-day stuff, I like the lives. So, what room should we do? My bedroom doesn't need it. The bathroom doesn't need it. Your room needs it. Living room just needs your stuff out of it. Kitchen. I do too. That's okay. It's going to take longer than 5 minutes for my sink to fill up. Oh, well, I'll talk for 5 minutes. All right. Because I need Jasek to make sure that he puts his own stuff away, because he won't learn if I put it away. So, oh, I do need to go turn off his bedroom light, though. So I will be right back. Oh, I would have taken it back up there when I went up there.
Type in squirrel, please. Sheena, type in squirrel, please. I'm taking over the live now.
You're taking over the live?
Yep.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. We are usually really good about lights. Matter of fact, I should probably turn them on. We try to leave them off as long as possible. And we like to only... We like to only keep the ones on that we need. Speaking of which, the TV is on. If you are not in the living room, the TV does not need to be on.
Background noise.
No.
Please.
I'm going to go turn it off.
Okay, fine. Then I won't take over the live.
You can take over the live. You just got to turn off the TV. All right. Room rescue. Have we picked a room?
Don't sit on my chair.
Here we go. Room rescue. 5 minutes. Let's go. I can get this stuff set up. All right. So we are in the middle of a 5-minute room rescue. We can do this, guys. It's just a matter of saying, you know what? I can do it. Dropping whatever it is, getting it done, seeing where the priority lies, and stuff like that. Taking priorities. Ooh, priority. That's another good word for a month. Priority. I had a dog that did that too. He was a dumb dog. He was a sweet dog, but he was a dumb dog. He used to run right into the wall. We had him checked. He wasn't blind, but he would walk right into the wall. He was not very smart, but he loved me. When I first got with Juan, when Juan would try to sit next to me, Georgie would crawl up and he would sit right in between us. When we would lay down in bed together, Georgie would crawl up on the bed and lay down right in between us.
Hi, Daddy, now.
And he didn't let that go until he finally firmly trusted Juan. So, I miss my doggy.
Type in squirrel.
Squirrel!
Oh, you had to hurt me?
No, I didn't, but it's 45, and the squirrel was supposed to happen at 44.
Type in squirrel, please.
Okay. So, these rocks, are they going in the garbage? No. Okay.
Stay there.
I'm
Yes!
kind of doing...
Thank you!
Oh, Pamela did it for you? That's wonderful.
Please hit the neck.
Huh? Ah.
A little bit. Go right there. That's good.
Okay. All right.
I've not seen any squirrels today.
Yeah, I haven't seen any either. That's actually how I know the storm tonight is probably not going to be all that wonderful. It's probably going to be pretty bad because I have not seen many animals out today.
Yeah, guys. Actually, one time, a really bad storm came in, right? It was raining as well as hailing.
Yeah, that was just the other day. All right. All right.
Where's the squirrel?
Oh, it never started. All right. Well, let's say 5 minutes are over. Okay. If somebody actually had a timer that started, let me know when 5 minutes are over. Or if you're going off of mine, actually, I think we started at 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. 1 more minute left on the 5-minute room rescue.
I want all of you to type in.
Dad is going to be very happy when he comes home and sees this.
Yeah, he will be.
All right. So now that is ready for the next thing on the list, which I won't bore you guys with doing. You have no idea where you're looking. Nope. Okay, the mission for today was to go through old makeup. Now, if we're following zone work, you did that last week. So you may or may not have had to have gone through it today. So, once again, taking those 15-minute missions, make them 5. Okay?
How many more minutes into the squirrel?
Oh, speaking of which, 5-minute room rescue done. You know what I think I'm going to do? Next week, on one of the lives, I'm going to go through and I am going to do all 5 zone work missions in 1 hour. Wonderful. Make sure if you use lotions or perfumes or facial scrubs or anything like that, you check the expiration date on that as well. Okay. So, then shine your sink. Mine is not shined. I still have dinner dishes and stuff to do. And if it has cooled off enough out there, I may still make Chex Mix. I don't know. It's going to take an hour, and I really don't want to worry about that. Kids, did they do their zone? I know I need to redo that. Sheena, for you, today, let's say it's their desk or their toys. Today's their toys. Did they make their bed, and did they get their chores done? Here we go with planning.
Not yet. Kids, I have a task for you.
Make sure you don't make it too hard.
I will. Now, I have not simply been following this rule, but I'll see if you guys can. Okay? If you bring out one toy, you gotta put it back before you bring out the other one.
You've been working on that.
Yes, I have been.
You've been trying.
And if you can, go ahead and vacuum the carpet to help out your mom.
That would be very sweet if they would do that. You help me. You have vacuumed the last 2 days. Because you're awesome.
I'm actually going to vacuum with my upright when we get done with this.
Pamela says, "Oh, you sweetie." That's Jensen's ashes there that he always kisses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go. Now, can we get on with it?
Yep.
All right. So tonight, we need to sit down and we need to make our goals.
And if you stay like, go ahead. You're welcome. Looking at the little, you can't see it, but I put a little poop on the refrigerator, and I was looking at the little poop.
Can you see it now? No.
Yep, not again. Yeah, I was looking at it.
There, how about that? Now you can really see it. Okay. What 3 goals are you going to set up for yourself? So, if we want to work on projects and we want to do that, then look at your steps in your projects and maybe those can be some of your goals. Okay. Mine, once again, hair, makeup, wash face. I know, not very exciting, but that's what they are. And this is real life. And guess what? I'm not going to BS you guys and tell you something that it's not. I'm also not going to tell you my sink is shined. Honey, that hurts.
That's right.
I'm not going to tell you my sink is shined if it's not. So, like I said, my sink ain't shined. What is for dinner tomorrow? All right. For dinner in this house, the big meal. If you wreck Jensen's balloons, I will be very sad. Tomorrow is, hold on, let me look. Honey garlic steak bites with mashed potatoes and green beans. And it's going to be 80 degrees outside. That doesn't sound like a very good idea, does it? Maybe I will change it to honey garlic steak bites. Ooh, how about homemade steak fries instead and make it all pick up? Nah, because those won't be good when one reheats them. Oh, wonderful, Emily. Great job. Emily already vacuumed.
Yay! Good job.
Just X's, yay, good job. No, I think I'm going to stick with mashed potatoes. Going to have to make some gravy, though. And dinner, of course, is a smoothie. So, my meals are planned. I don't need to prep anything because it's all done. Okay. We have, well, it's not Roomba, and I'm assuming that that's what you meant, and autocorrect decided to change it to Room As. That's what I thought. We have one, it's Home Life. He got it from Mrs. Claus, but I've seen him at Aldi's, and he loves that thing also. Well, he's got a stand-up Dirt Devil. He's got a handheld Dirt Devil. He's got his Bissell electric sweeper, and he's got his Crumby, and he's got his robotic vacuum cleaner. Those are all his, not mine, his. Okay. What appointments do you have tomorrow? I just have work. I'm still not sure if he's going to be going to martial arts because that's the one we have. Yes, and he uses them all. So I'm not sure about that, but I do know Friday we now have a meeting with his teacher at 9 a.m. So, meetings, appointments taken care of. Make sure you put your appointments too with your errands. Set up your launch pad. Nothing wrong with that. You know what? Taco Thursday. Love it. Let's set up our launch pad. Okay? So, my purse and my keys are right there. Can't see, but They are. They're right there. This will go over here. Tea. The water. You really want hot cocoa when it's 80 degrees outside? Why don't we make iced cocoa tomorrow? You really don't need all that caffeine that's in cocoa. Okay, my launch pad is now set up. Layout clothes for tomorrow. That is already done as well. That got done about noon. Because I have changed clothes 3 times today. This morning, because it was supposed to be 80, I was in my light flannel and I was freezing. So then I got into a heavier sweater and then it decided to become 80 degrees today. So now I'm in a t-shirt. Kids, make sure that their launch pads are set up by them. Make sure that... Aren't they easy though? Because some are so great for some and some are so great for the other. I had a client who lived in England. Woohoo! I had a client who lived in England who had a vacuum cleaner for each floor. And if you saw her stairs, you would not blame her for having a vacuum cleaner for each floor. The kids, make sure their lunch pad is set up. Double check their schoolwork. And also make sure they lay out their clothes as well. We did not have time to do the paperwork today. We will do that tomorrow. We tackled a lot of stuff today. And honestly, I cannot talk much longer. It is really starting to hurt. So I am going to go and do my oregano oil gargle. And I am going to see if the yogurt strawberry pops that we made are done. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I will be back in 11 and a half hours right here. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Remember, please, I'm going to try to do this here. If anything that we've talked about has helped you out at all, please like. I know you guys have all subscribed. Night, night. That's Daddy, honey. So, that would be so wonderful, Sheena. The more donations that I get, then the better chance I have that I can continue to do this. Okay. So, I really, really appreciate it. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. What was I saying? Oh, I'll be back tomorrow. We'll talk about paperwork tomorrow night. So I hope you guys have a great one. And maybe I might start something up again. I'm going to think about it. Sheena, do you remember Project Busters? I might bring that back. Where we can tackle paperwork and everything else like that. We'll talk about it tomorrow. So, just a thought. It was a lot of fun. I mean, even dealing with paperwork, it was fun. I don't know if Sheena's still here. All right. I got to go rest my throat. You guys have a wonderful night, and I'll see you tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. bright and early. Bye.